Hello, and thanks for checking in. It's been a while. I know I've missed doing these sessions. This one is a little bit different than normal. Usually I do a tutorial. This time I'm just going to share some minis because I feel that we're all struggling with not being able to go to as many shows as we would like. I know our show hasn't been on and it won't be on this year. Now we're looking forward to having it next year, hopefully spring. And in the meantime, I met with my amazing friends, the Miniteers, the other two ladies, Elizabeth and Janine, and our third lady who does join us once in a while when she comes to Canada. She lives in Australia. That makes up the Miniteers. Anyway, when we get together, we eat amazing food, we talk amazing minis, and then we share our minis. This time around, I had absolutely nothing to share. Except for myself and lots of stories from my travels, I suppose. But I did receive amazing gifts. I'm going to share with you. I think it's important at least to just keep our minis making us all feel happy, and it certainly makes me feel happy in these during these hard days. So let's go through this batch of stuff I received from Elizabeth Slynn of Studio E. The first thing I'm going to show you is this. It's been sitting here, and it is the reason it's here is because when I got it, I just wanted to open it up. It's a kit. As you know, I've been doing kits lately, and I just wanted to get going on this one because I never did a Castle Crafts kit. This is an ornate terrarium, and here are all the pieces. As you see, I had already popped them up because I was going to start doing the kit, and then I thought, well, let's film this, and then I will film a tutorial on how it comes together. One side is gray, the other side is white, and it is a hard density mat board, which is really, really nice, and it's laser cut. I've never made these kits before. This may or may not be a terrarium when I'm done. Maybe it'll be an aviary. We'll see. I hope to share that with you. Lots of instructions. They're very detailed. I know my friend Judy, who collaborates on this channel here with me, she has some of her kits and or their kits. This Castle Crafts is in South Africa, and I know that another vendor in Toronto does sell her kits as well. So I'll put that aside. Can't wait to get going. Then I received a bag of beads galore. I mean, there's I'm not going to take them all out, but there's some pearls. There's and they're all whole beads, and the teeniest, tiniest of them all. Look at that. Let me see. I don't know if you can see just how teeny they are. And here's one. These are pearls. So here we go. These are pearls, and they are already strung. So I can't wait to make a necklace with them. They won't have to be glued because they are already on a string. Lots of them. Should be fun. Another kit, and this one looks quite old, and it is a 1980 Jeannie Lindquist kit on making this door. The door pieces are not in the kit. What is included in the kit are all the dimensions for cutting the door parts. So that'll be fun. I have a Cricut cutter, so I'll just put these into my machine and start cutting away. But what's really interesting about this is that it has this panel, which is actually frosted glass. Can you see that? Let me see. I'm going to take something black so you can see. Should have had it ready. There you go. That is frosted glass, and I'm dying to see how that works. One side is frosted, just like the real thing. It is glass. There's another piece of glass. I'm not sure what it's for, but I've been wanting a little piece of glass just this size so I could work with my polymer clay, rolling it. That's a technique that I saw on one of the YouTube channels that Rena Villancourt, I believe, she does amazing work with polymer clay, and she uses glass to roll her clay instead of your fingers. It keeps it more even. That's going aside. Here's another bunch of glass pieces. Well, this is faux glass. This is printed on a piece of acetate, so it is not real glass, but it has a little texture, and that's just the laser printing on it that makes it textured. Here's another piece. There's a story behind the fact that she's given me these. She wants me to create a specialty shop that will include some pieces of glass, etc. I'm not going to give it all away. And here's another one. Now this is a nice big one. It could be for a special window. I might do a frame on this one. It is glass, and it is probably a vinyl sticky on it. It's probably printed and then stuck onto the glass. It's definitely not real leaded glass, but it is certainly a great piece to have, and maybe make a door or a window for that. Here's another thing that is quite cute, and it's a little tree. As you know, my Victoria dollhouse is a Victorian dollhouse, and this just sings to me, and I could just see it on a picture frame with maybe green backing on it, and the little spaces would highlight the little ornaments. Here we go, a little paper punch. Can never have enough of those, and this one is very nice and sharp. I just cut through vinyl, and has a nice big well here that you can cut many pieces, and I like this too. I don't have one of this kind. Here's another piece that I think is great, and Elizabeth really knows how to pick the items that she wants to give me. This is a beautiful Christmas tree, and I might take it out of this dome, put it on a special platter, and add it to my Victoria Christmas house. I don't know, do I have room? I'm certainly going to try. Speaking of putting it on the glass, here's some cranberry glass. It's a cake platter, and I think I have a dome that will just be the right size to fit on here, but maybe that Christmas tree would go on here, or maybe not. Maybe some of the goodies that she's given me over time. On a different note, she also knows that I love wood turning, and I do some of that myself, but here are some nice wood bowls. When you put stuff in it, they will become just perfect. These could be stacking. Maybe I should be over here a bit more. These could be stacking bowls. Here's a plate. Well, it's kind of a bowl, but it's a shallow bowl. And then this one is beautiful. Can you imagine this one with some lemons, some red apples, and some green grapes, maybe? Have to make grapes. Have to go onto Studio E's blog and see how she made her grapes, because we did a workshop on grapes such a long time ago. I forget, but she has beautiful tutorial on how to make it on her blog. A little magazine called Victoria, which is perfect for my Victoria. And that's a little play on words. And some champagne. Cannot have Christmas without some champagne, maybe when New Year's comes around. I have not seen this type of hanger before, but they are so detailed, and I can't wait to hang a special piece on here. Look at the detail. It's great scale, and has all this ornamental detail on there. And it's a metal. Isn't that cool? And there's two other little pieces here. This beautiful piece. Now, she's been trying to get me to work on my quarter scale house, which I don't have yet. So I've got a few plans for a quarter scale, but I haven't quite pinned down which one I'm going to do. But I have some furniture that I bought from Victoria Miniland from Alex, and here is an additional piece that will definitely have to find a home in that quarter scale house. Look at the detail. Looks like marble. Very nicely done. Very nicely done. I don't know where she got this from, but it's nice wood, and looks great. Isn't that beautiful? So generous. I'm humbled. And then there is this beautiful, and she's given me work from this artisan before, Nikki Naki Nu, which I always forget, and I had to ask her the name. Makes beautiful china, and here is a cup and saucer that's china, and it has beautiful detailed painted a blue detail, which is very similar to the dishes that I have from Stokesy. So beautiful. And in the same little container, she had another cup. This is 1/12th, and this would be half scale, 1/24th. And then the last little piece, look at that. It's a little vase with little flowers in it. From Linda, who came from Australia to visit Janine and Elizabeth during the summer when I was away, she left behind this beautiful sled that will go into the porch of the Victorian house, because it is done in a winter theme, Christmas. And isn't that the most delightful detail? It is wood, handmade, and I cannot say enough about it. It's gorgeous. What I have to tell you, the amazing piece of work that I have received from Linda, and is this. This is a micro mini petit point. Now you have to say micro, you have to say mini, and you have to say petit point. This is done with the finest, I cannot remember all the details, but this is all filled in, this is not painted, this is all stitched. At first when I saw it, I thought it was for an ottoman, but then having a closer look when I took it out of the package, is flat at the back, which means it's for a chair seat, which will be upholstered with this. This is definitely going to make its way into Victoria, and I will have to maybe make a chair, find a beautiful chair, a reupholster one that I have, and it's just gorgeous. And of course the rose being such a typical Victorian theme. And last but not least, from my friend Janine, I got 3 huge bottles of honey from her bees, her own bees, and it is the best honey in the world. I am so thrilled to have it, and she's an amazing beekeeper. She knows so much about bees. Anyway, that's it for now. I hope to come back to you with the tutorial on how to make or how to put together the ornate terrarium. For now, let's call it terrarium. Thank you for watching. Hit the like if you did. If you didn't, well, that's fine too. Leave me comments, and by all means follow and hit the notification bell so you know when I upload. Until next time, take care.